So this week we are learning how to multiply multi-digit numbers, creating multiplication arrays. I'm going to show you an example that we've just learned in class. So if my number is going to be, say number is going to be 12 times 16. I'm going to ask the students, how many 10s can go into 12? And I think one time, right? 10 plus 2 gets us 12. Whenever we have a 10, we're going to draw a really long line to represent a strip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This right here is 10. You said 10 plus 2 gets us 12. Our 2 is going to be short lines. We're going to do the same thing for 16, but on this side. So we can see that 10 can go to 16 one time. And draw a really long strip to represent 10. And then 6 short lines to represent the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now looking at my picture, we want to make a rectangle, a closed one. Okay? You can even lightly draw where it's going to be closed. Okay. This has to be all filled up. Looking at it, I already can see that 10 times 10 gets me 100. It's a giant square. So I'm going to close this up. This gets me 100. But now I need to fill out the rest of our rectangle that we have. I see that I have 6 short lines. Okay. I'm going to count how many are in one line. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 squares in this one line. I'm going to draw a line through it, because a line represents 10. Draw another line. I'm going to do the same thing for my 2 up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Draw a really long line. So that's telling me that these are 10 squares. But to fill our rectangle, we have some squares right here. I'm going to give them little dots so I can count them individually. Now that we have our rectangle, we're going to count our whole total. We have 100 right here, and these lines represent 10. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. We have 180 so far. Now I'm going to count my dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So right now I have 180 and I have 12 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 dots. I'm going to add them up. 0 plus 2 is 2, 9, and 1. We know that 12 times 16 gets us 192, because that's what our inside is. And that's how we're multiplying double-digit numbers, making our multiplication arrays. And then just quickly going over students' homework that they're going to have. Number 1 is asking you that a girl drew a representation of how many people are going to be at her party. She has a line represents chairs, squares represent tables. Here's what she drew. Which equation is going to match this drawing with the answer? Number 2 is saying that 24 kids at Josie's party, including herself, ate 3 pieces of pizza each. Which expression is going to show all the kids getting the pizza, or how many pizzas they ordered? So if there was 24 kids and each of them ate 3 pieces, which one of these is going to represent how they divided those up? Number 3 is going to ask you that a piñata got broken and kids went and got candy, and Gabe got 5 pieces. Mariah got 3 times as many pieces as Gabe. Which of the numbers described below shows how many pieces Mariah got? And so it's going to ask you to kind of match the word to that kind of math symbol. The sum of 5 and 3 would be plus sign. The product would be multiplication sign. The difference would be subtraction. And the quotient would be division. So which one of these is going to match how to find how many pieces Mariah got? Number 4 is going to be a ratio table. It's asking you how many cups or a fruit juice are in 5 gallons. So I'm going to let you know 1 times a number right here is going to get us 16. Knowing which number goes right here is going to help you for the rest. 2 times that same number gets us 32. 3 times that same number gets us 48. Then you're going to continue the ratio table. 4 times what gets us how many cups? 5 times that number gets us how many cups? It's going to ask you what is one way to figure out how many cups of punch that is for 5 gallons. Number 5 is going to ask you to read each story problem, and you're going to draw a line to match one of these equations that goes with these story problems, and you have to solve it. I usually always ask the kids, the first 3 steps we do for a story problem is first we underline what the question is asking. Then we're going to circle the numbers. Then we're going to star the word that tells us how to solve, or star anything that's important information. And usually the underlining what the question is asking is going to help us which one of these equations match. Number 6 is going to ask you to write a story problem for these equations. For instance, John had 16 friends and each friend got 8 teddy bears. How many teddy bears did the whole friend group have? So you're going to write that story problem or think one of your own, and you're going to solve it. And think back to, on the back of the paper, there's going to be a grid paper which can help solve, which can help the students solve. Then number 7 is a challenge question. It's going to say, Josie's mom bought 9 pizzas for the party. How will she cut them in order to have enough pieces for the party? And it was a C problem 2, so the party of people, it's going to be 24 kids, 9 pizzas. How many pizza piece does each kid get? And this problem right here is going to kind of help us dive into our next part of the unit.